Okay, let's get our windows all aligned and Super Bowl approved.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Okay, looks like we are streaming. And what?
I
What's
was
going on?
gonna do a pop out of the chat.
Okay, here. We'll pop the chat out. Pop out chat needs to
They
stay
said
over here though.
that's fine. Just put it right here.
I will. Almost ready to rock, guys. Hi, Palmetto Paratrooper. Haven't seen you around in a while, man. I hope things are going well for you.
Definitely.
Yeah. Danny B, Beverly Family Farm.
Kitty. Hi, Kitty.
What's up, guys? Hi, Heather. Me being cheap from Kansas. Hello, hello, hello.
That's funny.
I hope you guys all have an amazing beverage and you're ready to rock and roll because it's that time. It's Sunday Night Live. I hope you're ready for another exciting and soon to be classic edition of the Homestead Network's one and only Big Family Homestead.
Yes. Yes.
Booyah.
Right.
So, we have got just a truckload of things to do tonight to get through. Truckload. It's kind of bigger than a booty truck. It's bigger than that.
Oh, that's good.
It is. It
That
is.
is very good.
So hello to everyone. So apparently we're not the only ones who don't watch football.
No, Lorelai doesn't.
No,
She said she was hoping we would be on. She's no football fan.
well, good. So hello to everybody. Our numbers might be diminished tonight, but you know what? We're still gonna have a blast.
Yeah. Yep. We only watch the Super Bowl for the commercials.
Yeah, we actually pause the game and get to the commercials.
Yeah.
Because some of them are pretty creative.
Definitely.
So, oh, I forgot to record. Hit record.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
You guys may see a camera back there. I think you can see it. I know you can see the tripod. The reason for that is we have been having some issues with trolls.
Yep.
And the law enforcement agents that talked to us said that we should record absolutely everything. That way, if they come on and they harass us, then there's a pattern of abuse, and then they can do something about it, which we have been doing. And there you go. So, first things first, we had chicken for dinner.
We did have chicken for dinner.
It was very fresh chicken.
Very, very fresh chicken.
Very fresh.
Fresh as in less than 24 hours.
Do tell, Mama.
Well,
tell the story.
Yesterday evening, we go outside to take care of the animals, and Hope comes running towards me, and she's crying. She's bawling.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, she has this goat Zeus who is almost 1 year old, and she's training him so that he'll pull a cart.
Yep.
And so she set up this little corral between our biddy coop and our hay barn, I guess you could say, but it's not really a barn. And so she set these pallets up, and she did it in a very crude fashion. It wasn't very secure. Well, this pallet got knocked over by one of the goats or the cow, and
it squished
one of our roosters.
Yeah.
It was very sad.
Yeah, but not wanting him to go to waste.
Yeah. So 6:30 6 o'clock last night, I'm dispatching a chicken.
Not dispatching, he was gone.
Well, it was no, not dispatching, but eviscerating.
Processing.
And I skinned it. I was not about to pull all the feathers because it was getting dark. I was like, I'm just gonna skin it, and I threw it in the crock pot, and it made very yummy buffalo chicken dip.
Yes, there's some left over. So if you guys want to come on over, just
let us know.
Call ahead. Trust me.
Right.
We're always packing.
We've got parking issues. So
anyway, next thing up, had a small, unexpected, partial trip down to Florida. The thing is this: my dad is changing, stage in life, and he's downsizing from a big home to a smaller home, and he had a bunch of stuff that he wanted to get rid of, and just to kind of move on and change some things that are going on. And so he said, "Why don't you come on down here, and you can take whatever you want, and then we're gonna garage sell whatever else is there." And as we're driving, I'm kind of realizing, wait a second, like, I don't think he has any of the stuff that we would want to hold on to.
No.
And so we got almost all the way down to Chattanooga before I called Mom, and I'm like, "Is there really anything in here that you want to get?"
Nope, just come home.
So yesterday was a long ride.
Yeah.
We rode for almost 700 miles, but that was less than half the way though.
Yeah. It's 1,000 miles to Dad's house.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's
So
all right.
that was fun. Lesson learned.
Yeah.
Plan ahead. Also, let's see. We have a giveaway tonight. We did not do it last week.
Okay.
You remember the seed swap giveaway?
Yeah, I remember.
And we were going to do that actually next. Oop, I'm knocking the camera.
Don't knock the camera.
Knock the camera. Yep. So anyway, we've got a giveaway tonight, and that will be later in the program. We're giving away some homemade soaps.
Yep.
And that was because of the seed swap that we just.
Well, we're putting seeds in that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got these fantastic seeds. This was part of it, wasn't it?
Yes, it is.
This was part of it.
Oh, you're glary.
I got it.
There you go.
I got it.
Does anybody know what that is?
These are some
super hot peppers.
Yeah, I'm not daring open those. I don't
Well,
dare open those.
And the funny thing about this is we got these about 6 months ago, but they are from China. If you can see that, all the Chinese. But they just came in a little packet.
Yeah.
With no name on it, no nothing. It was just somebody watches the channel and they live in China.
Yeah.
And they're like, send them on down. So those are going out into one of the lucky recipients of the giveaway tonight. Mm-hmm. And let's see. Tomorrow is Prepper Monday.
It is Prepper Monday. We missed last Monday. Brad was not feeling well, and then I began to not feel very well. And
I gotta be honest, yeah.
Head thing going on, but it's all good.
I gotta be honest. I was slacking this week. I did not put out as high quality content as I normally do.
I don't know. I think that trebuchet one was pretty darn good.
Yeah, we tried to light a Christmas tree on fire with a micro trebuchet and a flaming rock hurl thrower thing.
I'm reading what Lorelai said. My oldest said she would try these peppers. I told her I don't care how Mexican she is, she can't hang.
These are the 1 million Scoville. 1 million Scoville.
Oh, Claire's in already.
So you like the fire one? Thank you, Mama Cat. It was really actually quite hard to get it to light. I was surprised. See, I cut out a lot of stuff that you guys didn't see. I'm sitting there scraping this thing on. Well, just keep the cameras rolling. I guess we'll find something.
Oh man, Lewis, come on! They need twice the amount of Prepper Monday.
Well, maybe, but we're gonna do one tomorrow, and actually we've got some cool stuff. We're gonna talk about some cheap home security things. Mm-hmm. We've got some more food stuff that we're working with, and well, some other cool stuff. Actually, tonight we're gonna do something cool too. A demonstration how to get out of duct tape bonds.
Well, and it works with zip ties too.
Yeah.
Which we don't have any. Do we have any in here?
No, it's okay. We'll just do the one. But okay, so that's kind of got us up to speed on what's gone on this week. And so it is that time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for channel shout out. So now's the time where you will go ahead and shamelessly plug any channel you like, especially your own. So type like the wind, Bullseye. Get typing. Mama's going to read, and we're going to see who you guys are watching. Yeah. Channel shout outs, here we go.
Southern Yankee says you could use those peppers as home security.
You could. Living like Claire. Living like Claire. Old ways, new times. Go ahead, Mama. You do it.
Lorelai, lush life for less. Sorry.
Woo.
That was a tongue twister. Go for Green, Swamp Creek Cabin, Arms Family Homestead, The Prepared Mind, Big Bear Homestead. Oh, wow. Slow down.
Gridlessness, Lorelai.
Going Batty.
The Mama Cat. An American Homestead. Icky Can, Off Grid. Kitty's Homestead. Yay. All right. Pratt Family Homestead. Visit Southern Ark Homestead. I love Hope's Homestead.
Yeah, definitely. Simple Food, Simple Life. Coach Mike's Personal Training.
That one's come up again.
I've not heard that one. Art and Bree.
Yeah.
Pratt Family. Big Bear.
Alderman Farms, of course.
Angry Prepper. Needy Homesteader. Just about
Amish. Darn near Amish. That's their sister channel.
Partially Amish.
All right. Okay.
Southern Lady. Homestead Mama.
Off Grid Nation.
Bella Essential Living.
Armed Rogue. Tiny House Prepper.
Yep.
Yes, Tiny House Prepper. Absolutely.
Linda's Pantry. The real Martian.
All right, you guys keep typing.
Grass-fed homestead. Simply seven living.
Hold on, Mama. You guys keep typing, but we're going to give you our channel shout out pick of the week.
Oh, he's here too.
And he is?
Yes.
Cool.
Right there. See?
I did not know that, but here we go. Our channel shout out of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. I'm going to show you to prove it, not just because we saw this person in the chat, but it is Old Alabama Gardener. Our channel shout out. And look at how awesome handwriting I have.
Awful. His handwriting is awful.
So Old Alabama Gardener. First of all, Old Alabama Gardener.
Yes.
Obviously, a lot of gardening.
Oh, yeah. He's got some amazing gardening tips.
Great content.
Yes. I watched his planting tomato plants the other day, and it's so thorough, and
layers.
I love the layers. And the way he did the eggshells. He mixed the eggshells with apple cider vinegar.
To liquefy them.
And then he poured it right on the roots.
And those are going to be some seriously cool tomato plants.
Yeah.
And the thing that we're probably going to steal from him is the way he does his trellising.
Yes.
To explain.
Cattle panels. He set up the step-in posts at the ends and in the middle, and then he put a cattle panel sideways.
So the grates are like this.
Yeah. And then you just weave the tomatoes up in there, and then he had another cattle panel to make a tea so that he could make it like it was the coolest thing ever.
So Old Alabama Gardener, we thank you. Yes. And also he's been really, really cool
Claire.
To our daughter Claire. She they chat on the YouTube Google machine thing, and they're just really cool. So check out Old Alabama Gardener.
Okay. Tommy, knock it off.
We can't focus,
I can't
bros.
focus. You keep throwing those out there. I can't focus.
So open up a new tab. Go on over to Old Alabama Gardener's channel and hit that subscribe button, because how cool would that be if one day we shout out your channel and all of a sudden you get 50 subs more overnight. So do that, okay? So next thing up, guys. Well, actually, our first real live topic of the night. I want to show you some pictures before we start this portion. Oh, we don't need this up anymore.
No.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about technology. And the way that it's changed how we do farming, how we do household, how we do homesteading.
Yep.
So let's take a look at this. What would you rather do? Would you rather do this or this? Would you rather do this? And that's milling, by the way. Those people they've got literally a big old honking stone and they're milling grain. Or would you rather have one of these fine fellows?
Yes, on that one.
Seems like a real hard decision. Now, this last one, would you think you'd rather have this? Ooh, that looks nice. And the crowd goes wild. Or would you rather have this?
I didn't know which picture he was picking. That's funny.
So actually, I kind of think I'd rather have the chicken, although that dude is at the business end, and that is going to get messy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So technology, guys. There are a lot of channels and homesteaders out there who scream to the top of their voices, you have to do things the old way. Right.
Tommy said his son just fell in love with that chicken.
That is pretty cool, man.
Oh, and you know what? Mr. Dirt's right. That chicken will fertilize too.
Yes, it will. So it's a 2-for-1 deal, right?
That's right.
So, but now here's the thing. There are channels that not only will say you have to do it the old way, they get obsessive about it, and they even will go and attack other channels and be like, "That's not the way we did it back in."
Well, and that's not the way you're supposed to do it.
You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. That's one of my favorite things.
I'm sorry. No.
First thing, guys, is this. Our opinion on technology is we should absolutely know the skills that are the old way, get proficient at those skills, but still use technology while you have it.
Yeah, definitely.
right?
Yeah, like air conditioning.
Yeah. And I mean, I think I kind of like really going into the store and buying a deodorant, even though we know how to make
We know
deodorant.
how to make it.
We know how to make it.
Yeah, it's just easier
It is
to get it
easier.
from the store.
Yeah. I mean, and so I think that I think there's a misconception going around that if you don't do it the old way, then it's wrong.
Or the farming way.
And so, what do you guys think? My opinion, honestly, is know how to do it the old way. That if you don't have access to electricity, if you don't have access to the whiz bang gadget, or if you, let's say it's real easy, would you rather plow a field with a tractor or would you rather plow a field by hand? That's a no brainer.
I'll let you do that.
And so, while you see, because here's the thing, guys. A lot of you guys out there are what we would call preppers or homesteaders who do prep
Or off grid.
off grid,
Yeah.
and so that means that there's some part of you that thinks that something might go wrong, or there might be a natural disaster, or there might be something that happens in society where we don't have access to all of the creature comforts that we're used to now.
Right.
And we too believe that society is teetering on a very, very, very thin line. And so our idea is know how to do all these things, practice how to do these things, but don't also go, I'm just going to go ahead and do it the hard way for the sake of doing it the hard way.
No.
So you talk about we have been doing and are going to continue to do um, alternative ways to cook without electricity.
Right. We have some cast iron pots that we can set up on a tripod outside and cook stews or roasts or whatever. And then we have ones that have the little feet on them that you can put right there with the coals underneath and the coals on top, where you can bake breads or pizzas or barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. So
yeah, but the thing is this too, guys. It is important that you practice those skills. It is very important you practice those skills, because what happens, I mean, we've already had our share of, oops, that cooked a little wrong.
Yeah, we've had mistakes, but you need to practice those so that you can work out, okay, this is what you should do and this is what you shouldn't do.
Or even something as simple as knowing how hot your fire is in a certain area.
Yeah.
Those things, like how many coals should I put on the top if I'm using a Dutch oven, and how many coals do I put on the bottom, depending on the food you're making.
Exactly. Well, and if you're using charcoal that you buy in a bag,
burn it to learn it.
Right. If you're using the charcoal briquettes that you get in a bag, that's easier to tell than if you have coals that you made from your own fire. So it's hard to play around with that.
Well, and when we first started using the outside cooking, we did use the briquettes, even though I never ever used them.
Right.
I had to go and buy them to do this because I wanted to start out simple and something that was a little more controlled and manageable.
Right.
But now we just use whatever coals are in the fire. We bring them out, and you kind of get a feel for it.
Right.
And in the beginning too, we were we're blessed in that I have one of those laser pointer temperature readers. I forget what they call it. It's you point it. It's got a laser that comes out.
I would think, right?
And so it was a lot easier for us to kind of gauge and see, oh, okay, the heat's working this way, and learning basic things like you can't just set it down and leave it.
Right. Liver Lady says we do need to preserve heirloom methods, but let's not kill ourselves over it.
That is exactly where we're at.
Yes, we need to learn by doing, not just watching somebody else.
Correct.
You need to learn by doing. A temperature gun.
And also, the Mama Cat. Don't we have a video showing how to make charcoal? Yes. And there are so many uses for that, guys, especially in the garden. Now, we've talked about biochar in the past, BIOCHAR, but there's a way that you can take charcoal and you impregnate it with fertilizer. We use what's called worm tea, worm casting tea. And then you can supplement that into your gardens, into your wherever it is that you want something to grow crazy awesome. And it's amazing how much more output you're going to get.
Yeah.
And so easy things like that. But learning these skills, guys, like what is it? Here's the thing. The challenge is, okay, go through your day to day, like in your mind and be like, okay, um, I do X, Y, and Z. Would I be able to do X, Y, and Z if there was no electricity?
Right.
And then go, okay, well, maybe I need to learn how to do that
Yeah.
without electricity.
Right.
For example, we use wheat berries to make a lot of breads.
Yep. We have a grain mill that goes on to our Champion juicer
Mm-hmm.
that we've had for 15 years.
Oh yeah,
And it's a
runs like a champ.
fantastic juicer. If you want to juice, that is the juicer to get. It is top of the line and it works fantastic. But it has attachments on it so that you can grain or mill grain with it, oats, wheat berries, whatever. And it makes a really super fine grind on it.
Yeah. However, do not kid yourself. We have three, I believe it's either two or three hand mills where you grind it by hand. It just goes straight onto the counter, and it's got a hopper on the top, and you just grind, 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 grind. We have it's not a very good one to be honest, and
No,
and
it's not.
someday we'll probably get a better one, but
Yeah,
you know,
it's for like it would make great cracked corn or cracked wheat. It's not for fine. It doesn't do real fine um, mill. So
and then what is the name of that one that's so cool? You can hook up your bike to it. Is it a Wonder Mill?
no, that's the
They've got a
electric one.
big wheel on it like this big, and
I
it's
don't
got a
remember what it's
super,
called.
super fine grind.
It might be a Wonder Mill, but just
I don't think so. However, though, the point of this whole section, guys, is go through your day and just kind of question, hey, I just went and made coffee, right?
yeah,
Okay. Could you make coffee if you didn't have access to your Keurig or your coffee pot?
yeah. Get a percolator or a coffee press.
Yeah.
Wonder Mill. Yeah.
Yeah. Country Living Grain Mill. That's it.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
right. See, I've asked her about that too, actually. Um, Kathleen is asking, do I have to buy a worm garden or is there in it an inexpensive setup?
Yes.
She's talking to Old Alabama Gardener.
Well, has he answered it?
I don't think so.
All you need, guys, there are tons of videos on how you can set up a worm garden or area very, very easily. None of it's hard.
Right.
You can use bins. You can use plastic bins, which is what we did in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We did that in the beginning. You can use buckets. You could use 5-gallon buckets and stack them.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, you could also set up concrete block.
Yep.
Outside. Like I would love to put a worm bin underneath our rabbit.
Yep.
Stuff.
Well, that's the goal. because then you don't have to mess with it. They go through the poo.
They just take care
of it.
They
just take care of it, right?
And then you just take that and it just goes in your garden. Oh.
Yep. That is gold.
Maybe we should do that this year.
Switch it around a little bit.
Switch it around. Yeah, maybe. We'll talk about it.
We can.
Yeah.
But just going back again, what are the things in your day? Like, could you make coffee? Could you without electricity?
Yeah.
What else? What else? What are things that we do that are habitual?
Shower.
Yeah. Would you? No, seriously. That's an excellent point. Would you have warm water? Mm-hmm. Do you have a way to make warm water?
Right.
Right about now.
Other than turning on the faucet.
Yeah.
Right now, we could do it if we could run our wood stove, but in the summertime, nope. We wouldn't run our wood stove. We would heat it outside.
Yep.
So.
Yep, we totally would.
Yeah.
And there are millions of ways to do these things, guys. But just go through your day to day and be like, okay, if I'm not going to go to work because there is no work because work is shut down because there was a natural disaster or something.
Right.
What's your day to day look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no more drying hair.
No. No using the oven. Mm-mm. You got to bake everything on the.
You really can't flush
Dutch
your
oven.
toilet.
Well, if water's not being pumped to your house, yeah, you guys got to think about that. The water doesn't just magically appear.
No.
There are massive pumps and systems, and if there is no electricity, there's no water coming out of the tap.
Right.
Unless you have your own well.
Exactly. Yeah, we have well water, but we pay for it. It's not on our property. Mm-hmm. The water we get, it comes from a well for the community. And then we have a septic tank. What?
What?
Empty hammock? Really?
I know. How would I edit videos? Well,
Come back Thursday night and he'll tell you.
well, we do happen to have several ways to create electricity without the use of the grid, but fossil fuels, that's only a matter of time till you run out of whatever gasoline you have.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. My goodness.
All right, guys. Moving on. Let me see.
You know what? Phil said if you really want to find out how you would just shut off the main breaker for your house.
That's
and
an
then
excellent
go
point.
through and find out, okay, I can't use this, I can't use this, and yeah.
That's an excellent
That's an
suggestion.
excellent suggestion.
There's a challenge, guys. Who could make it through a couple days?
Mm-hmm.
Just shut the power off.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't recommend it now during the winter.
Not unless
You don't want to
Florida.
get hurt. No one needs to get hurt.
No.
But I think that would be a great test.
Yeah.
Can I live without power for 5 days?
Yeah.
That would be a great vlog video series. Except we've got kids, man. That would get gamey.
Well, you know, it's funny. We when our septic system we were having issues over Christmas. We learned how to take bucket showers, and it was interesting. But you got clean.
You got clean.
And you didn't use more than really a gallon of water.
Yeah, that was zero fun, but it was kind of a cool thing that we figured out ways to work around different things. The water was an issue, and it was kind of funny because we had to, even when we got the pump fixed in the septic, tank thing, Mama switched over from using the dishwasher to just having some pans, like
the dish pans that you sit in the sink.
And she washed. Her and Claire and Hope.
We take turns.
We all took turns washing the dishes, and
we still do it.
But now it just kind of stuck, so they just do it that way.
Yeah, it goes.
And our water bill went from.
It was last 2 months ago. It was $70. It is now $42.
And that's really the only thing that changed.
Yeah. Yep.
Just the difference in not running the dishwasher.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So not running the dishwasher, and
that was it.
Yeah. I did reduce the amount of laundry loads we do. I wasn't just, we'll just throw these in, I'll just do another load of laundry. We're selective on what we wash. And
okay, there's that. It's time for a new segment, guys. We're gonna have a book of the week segment.
Sweet.
And as you know, we are huge advocates of having physical copies of information that's important on hand for exactly the reasons we've just been talking about, right? And this book, clean it, fix it, clean it, and make it last. It's just basically how to do upkeep on normal, everyday household stuff. We got this book at what was that? It was the
Half Price Books.
Yeah, they have a sale.
Oh, they have a warehouse sale where all of the stores will bring in all of their clearance books, and they're $2 and under. So we get a lot of stuff.
We got this book for $1. $1. Hardback, and I can't tell you how many times I've gone through this and gone, cool. And here's a funny one. Simple thing. Crisp up crackers. Don't throw out slightly stale crackers or cereal, or in our case, in the past, it would have been given to the chickens.
Right, and that's what we do.
All you do is spread them on one layer on a deep baking dish and pop them in the oven for a few minutes, and no more staleness. No, it's all crisp. Interesting. So,
Tommy, I save up to $500 a year by not buying books.
You're gonna want this book.
Shame on you.
So, anyway, that is the book of the week. Do you guys have a recommendation for a preparedness book?
Fix It, Clean It, and Make It Last is the name of that book.
But I will say this, Kitty, this book is great. However, there's so many of these out there, all this kind of genre. You don't have to buy this specific book. I'm just saying, get something for household maintenance. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Get something for household maintenance. Yep. Oh, excuse me.
That LDS book that you
Oh
have.
yeah,
That's what Danny's saying.
yep, the LDS Church of the Latter-day Saints, guys.
Hmm.
For those of you who may not know that, preparedness is actually part of their religion.
Hmm.
They believe that you should have a certain amount of food on the shelves to feed your families for a long period of time. Uh, how to take care of yourself, everything from security to,
Hmm.
I mean, everything.
How much food you should have on hand for 1 year per person.
And they have a book that I've highlighted in the past. And did he mention the name? Because I just forgot it. It
No,
just blanked.
Danny just said the LDS book. I can't remember the name of it. It's in our room.
Yeah, it's my nighttime reading.
Yeah, yeah. When he can't sleep.
Yeah, that's funny. The Complete Tightwads Gazette.
That's funny.
That is funny. But bottom line, guys, get hands on physical copies of stuff, because you can sit and read this by candlelight
Yeah,
if you had to.
right.
And if we were in a grid down situation, or we were in a situation where you're
Mhm.
not going to have electric for a while,
Read it during the day.
well, no. What I was going to say, what I was going to say is the stuff that you have, you're going to want to make sure that you can keep it up
Hmm.
and maintain it, because you might
Right.
not be able to get new stuff.
Exactly.
And so having stuff like this on hand where you're just like, oh, oops, I broke that. Now
Yeah.
what?
Learn how to not be a disposable society.
Amen.
Well, you know what? Speaking of that, hold on a minute. Okay, here's a new issue that we have got at the house. It's not a major one, but our faucet in the kitchen is dripping
Yep.
from the spout. Okay,
Hmm.
can anybody tell me why it's dripping? Because I don't know
No, it's
why it's
just there's
dripping.
the seals are.
And is there a way we can fix it without having to spend another $75 on a new faucet?
I'm gonna look into it
Okay, all right.
because
Well,
I think it's actually where the valve is. I think that's the issue.
okay.
Yeah, it's
Well,
probably. I think Tommy's right. It's probably a
valve
washer.
seats,
Yeah, valve
washer.
seats. Yep.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
I would just rather not have to buy a new okay, now, but when Brad said, "Oh, we might have to get a new one," I was not really disappointed because I like having a new faucet. It's just, but I'd rather not spend the
Bad.
$75.
Bad. All right, kids, we're getting ready to do a giveaway in just a few moments. But also, I wanted to talk to you just briefly, because we're going to start doing some videos on some preparedness food. And you guys have seen that we've been working with like Mountain House and Patriot Pantry and just about anything we can find to test out these, long-term storable foods. We'll grab one, do a video demo.
Oh, but those taste okay, but they're full of sodium and they're full of chemicals
Yeah,
that really just bugs the
yep.
snot out of me.
And Tiny House Prepper and the Empty Hammock channel encouraged us to
Hmm.
look into Thrive Foods. And what they are is they sell dehydrated foods. And what's really cool about it, first thing, there's a lot of cool things about it, but they sell you the individual ingredients.
Yep.
So you're not buying their recipe in a bag,
Right.
which
Which
that
they
can be
do have
convenient.
those, right? But you're buying just broccoli, just peppers, just uh, tomato powder. It's just freeze dried tomato powder.
And so we got our grubby little mitts on some of this,
Hmm.
and I got to tell you what, we made the first recipe. We just opened up the book, and we made a corn and bean salsa.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, first of all, I was extremely skeptical.
Oh yes, when we're picky about our salsas.
Well, in the freeze dried food in general.
Yeah.
And so we came at this with an open mind, and we prepared it exactly the way that it said, and it took only a couple minutes. You just grab your ingredients,
You
dump
pour
in the
your
water,
water and you let it sit for 15 minutes.
put it in the fridge.
Put it in the fridge, and I gotta tell you, we're still eating. We had some with dinner.
Mm-hmm.
We had an avocado that we got from Aldi's for 59 cents, which
Mm-hmm.
I was shocked. And I smashed that up, put some of the salsa on there. It was delicious.
But I cannot tell you how impressed I am with the actual way that the food tasted.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It tasted okay, and this is
Tasted
going to
fresh.
sound weird. It tasted fresh,
Yep.
not like Not like it was frozen and then it was something, but no,
Right.
it tasted like I just went out to the garden, grabbed this and cut it up and put it in there.
Yeah, exactly. It was like that.
Yeah.
It's really, and then when you open up the cans, it smells like you just fresh cut a green pepper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was,
Yep.
and the chilies. I think that one's probably my favorite that we've opened so far.
Oh yeah.
The green chilies was fantastic.
But anyway, they're called Thrive Foods, and if you're interested in it, there's a link down below.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: we are so impressed with it. We're actually going to start selling it to our friends and family.
Yep.
So, but I will say this, guys. Now the pricing it's a little bit challenging to look at it because you kind of figure out. Well, number one, you're not buying the water. So what you're when you're buying a dehydrated food, it's the water's completely out of it. So
Right.
you have to really figure out what you're paying. And Tiny House Prepper is telling me that it actually comes out cheaper than going to the grocery store and buying fresh.
Yeah. You know, you're using exactly the amount that you need for that recipe, and nothing is going to waste. You know, you look at the chicken strips that you get; they're freeze dried. The container, I think, is $50.
Yeah.
For 1 pound of chicken, but
that's not what it makes.
Freeze-dried chicken. It makes, I think I want to say it was 1 cup of the freeze-dried chicken makes a half a pound, a half a pound of raw chicken.
And so,
yeah.
Bottom line is this: check it out if you're interested, because I know we have a lot of prepper friends on here.
Yeah.
And I'm just honestly, Scout's Honor, I was blown away by the taste more than anything else.
Yeah.
We're still going through all the figuring out what things are really going to cost.
Yeah.
But I would have to say that I think that it's going to be comparable, and I'm excited about that. It is a chunk when you go to buy it because they're not cheap.
No, they're not. No.
But they go a long time.
Yeah, you use very little of the amount that's in the can.
Yeah. So anyway, wanted to talk about that. Now it's time for giveaway time, guys. We are going to do our giveaway that we did not do last week.
Okay.
And that is for the folks who wanted to spread the word on the seed swap. And so we have one of those crazy random comment pickers. Here we are. And I'm going to see, is there anything on our video that we cannot show the general public?
I don't think so.
So here we go. We're going to show you, randomly pick the winner. I'm going to turn this around, zoom. Randomly pick the winner. Oh, there we go. I got to hold still. Go. Dolphin Man.
Oh, wow, that was fast.
Did you see that? He's on too. So Dolphin Man, you are the first winner. And I would like to, well, we can get in touch with you, but we'll need an address. So private message us your address, and we'll be happy to send you some goodies.
Yep.
Okay, next comment. Let's do this. Loading comments. Ooh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Loading comments. Hold it still, Brad.
What are you doing?
It's loading the comments from that video. So write these down, Mama. Write these down.
Okay.
Dolphin Man was the first one. Ready? Randomly pick winner. And bang. Wholesome Roots.
Okay, sweet.
Next one is Wholesome Roots. We got 2 more to go. And we're going to load the comment. Wholesome Roots. It's loading comments, as you can see. All right. Mark, it's set.
Diana sells on eBay.
Diana sells on eBay. Okay. And last one. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Hold still, man.
Mama Cat.
Mama Cat.
Woo!
Mama Cat won. So we need to
She's
get.
on too.
She's on. So congratulations to all of you guys. We're gonna go back to the earlier scheduled programming.
Right.
Uh-oh, what happened to the chat?
It's I don't know.
I don't know.
It's there. It's just behind.
We don't need that open.
No.
Hold on. Stand by. Stand by.
It's right
there.
there.
It is.
Okay.
This can go up front. Okay. So
slide that over there.
I'm just gonna go like this.
Okay. There you go.
Now we can. Now we're back to it.
Now we're back. There we go.
So congratulations to everybody. We will be doing some more giveaways in the near future. But before we move on, now this is going to be kind of funny, guys. Okay, here's the thing. A few weeks back, I was telling you guys that you can actually easily break free of wire ties, zip ties, and duct tape, and a lot of people called baloney on me. They said you can't do it. That's too hard. So I'm going to show you tonight how you can do it. It's real easy. We have duct tape right here. Okay. Mama is going to duct tape me, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do. How many wraps should it be? Yeah. How many wines? How many? There you go. Tell me how many wines it should be.
Bandanagram is asking real quick. Will you have soap ready for sale soon?
Yes. It's almost done being cured.
Yep. This week.
So how many wines? Let's go, Mama. Tape me up. Woo!
Well, maybe not. Sorry. 100 Texas boys. Come on.
Can't do 100.
No. 5. Homesteading housewife says 5. One lost dude says 5.
Hold that part. Come on.
22.
22
6.
for 22.
The soap has to cure so that the lye doesn't hurt your skin.
I'm trying to. It got stuck.
I think it's that.
It's an old thing of tape.
Ah, darn it.
That'll work.
Okay.
It'll work. We almost got this. Yep. Here we go. Here, okay. You hold that.
Okay.
And here we go. Gotta make sure it tapes to itself.
Yeah.
Ooh! Make it tight, baby.
It's twisted here.
Then you gotta have to open up more. Keep her going.
Hold on.
It's
fake tape, yeah. It's junk tape.
Well, here, wrap up what you got.
I'm trying. There we go.
Here.
I'm not very good at this.
No, you gotta make it tight.
I'm trying. We don't have a lot of
okay. Here we go. That should be good. Is that good enough? We would make terrible kidnappers. Well, that's what they say about big people. It makes it harder for them to steal us. Okay, you gotta move. All you gotta do, guys, literally, it's this easy. Just like that.
Done. Done.
And we'll sell this to the highest bidder. Look at all that hair that came off. Ouch.
That was
it's easy, you know, so, and because nobody believed me, they, oh, you faked it.
No, he didn't fake it.
We didn't fake it.
It was totally real.
You can do it with zip ties.
Didn't Hope do it? Hope did it too, and she's 11.
She's a 90-pound wuss.
She's not even 90 pounds.
No, she's not.
She's barely 70.
No, but you can even do it if they put them behind your back. You can do the same thing. All you got to do is pull apart.
Yeah.
Just one, don't stop. Don't be like, oh, just bam, comes right apart.
And it's the same if you have zip ties on.
Works the same way.
Wholesome Roots wants to know your email address. It is info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com.
That is correct.
Info, INFO. Yep.
Mike Miller says, I don't think Gorilla Tape would do that. Well, I don't have any to try. So if you want to mail some, I'll give her a go.
Send the tape to Tommy.
Yeah, there is no spoon.
Nice, Claire.
Well done. All right, we gotta get moving, Mama, because we've got to get to the game. We didn't get to the game last time.
Yeah.
And wanted to talk, you guys. We are always on the lookout for a bargain. Any way that we can save a couple bucks for the family.
Yep.
We love to do that, and we're at the flea market a lot.
Yes.
Because we get all kinds of really cool finds at the flea market, and that might work with zip ties, but zip cuffs are designed to avoid that. He's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of kidnappers are not exactly the smartest bunch.
Yeah.
But I wanted to find out, what was your bet? You guys out there, what is the best flea market find you've gotten? Like the coolest bargain. You found something that was a diamond in the rough, and you're just like, wow, look at this. What was the coolest thing you guys found? What you got, Mama?
I'm answering a question.
Okay.
Sorry.
Because I'm going to show you the best flea market find I think we have found for a long time.
Yes, no kidding.
Okay. This right here. Who knows what this is?
Who knows what that is?
Who knows what this is? Right? Here we go.
A Mauser.
Bam. We got a flute. This particular flute, I looked it up online, and it sells for $500. Who can guess what we paid for?
I'm trying to remember. That's what I thought.
$500 we found that flute for.
Yep.
And we paid, drum roll please, $20.
Yep. Yep, $20.
And the thing is, guys, a lot of flutes are made out of silver.
Yeah.
Most are plated if they're student models.
Yeah.
But this one just happens to be made out of silver.
Nice.
That's a lot of silver for $20.
Yeah, no kidding.
So,
Melt that puppy down.
Yeah, no kidding. What a deal. Come on down.
Yeah.
You're the next contestant.
The price is right. That's
right,
funny.
Exactly.
What type is it?
It
I
is.
don't remember.
And Armstrong.
Yeah.
Oh, camera's done recording. Play it, Brad.
No.
You know, I actually used to be able to, but it's a little weird, man. It's a little weird. So, all right. Looks like we're running out of time for the flea market thing. I wanted to talk more about that, but did you see any sweet deals that anybody got?
Oh, somebody got a table from behind their couch. I didn't see anything else.
BC Truck says, I've made a ton of money buying at flea markets and reselling on Craigslist. That sounds like an excellent business to jump into.
Yeah, no kidding.
Jazz flute. Mr. Burgundy. You play the jazz flute?
Oh, wow. They're a homesteading wife. I missed the deal of the lifetime. 250-pound anvil sold for $100.
Woo!
Wow. You know, we saw
that cast iron.
The cast iron waffle iron.
It was the real deal.
And it was the real deal from the late 1800s, and he wanted $40 for it and would not come down at all.
I only wanted $5 off, and he wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't budge at all, and I was like, well, that's.
And that's the thing, guys. When you go into these situations with the people at the tables and stuff, you've got to know in your mind, okay, I'm only going to pay this much, but that's it. You got to be willing to walk away.
Exactly.
And if you're not willing to walk away, you don't get the sweet deals. Because the guy wanted $40, and I was like, I knew in my mind it was worth $40.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so worth $40. We're gonna buy this thing. We're gonna buy this thing.
All I have is 20. That's all I got.
No, that I did not lie.
Yeah, no, I know you did.
I did not lie.
I know.
I said all I have is $20.
Right. That was the truth.
That is the truth. And he kept trying to get me to get it. And I just was ready to walk away. And I'm like, well, okay. And then we started to walk away. And he goes, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, the worst thing I got at the flea market. Oh no. Yikes.
Oh my goodness.
It does add iron to your food, yes.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. And we use it for everything. I mean, they're on our stove every day, and it gets kind of annoying because I'm the only one that can wash them because I don't trust the kids
to mess them up. So we're going to get ready to move into our game time here, guys. But before we do not forget to go over to Tommy's channel at the Off Grid Nation right after this show. As always, I'm sure Tommy, well, I haven't heard what topics he's on this week, but he always has an entertaining show, and I always learn something every time.
Is he wearing a costume again today?
Yeah, I think he said he's doing, no. He's going to do Super Bowl mascots.
Nice.
What are they anyway? What are the mascots? I know the Patriots is obviously a Patriot.
I have no idea.
And then, what is it?
Atlanta.
A Falcon? Is it a Falcon?
I would imagine.
I don't know. I don't know.
Off Grid Nation.
Come on now. Don't be like that.
Too funny.
However, that's kind of funny though. This is a true story. True story. I think we got time. A friend of mine may or may not have in the past been involved in online betting, where he would put money into account and then he would bet on sports teams, and he would win sometimes and sometimes he would lose. And he came and asked me what I would bet on. What teams would you pick, Brad? And then and he kept doing that for a few weeks, and he kept doing it more and more. And he goes, oh, how are you doing this? You don't watch football.
No, hate football.
You don't know anything about basketball. What are you doing? How? Because he said that my picks were getting a 68% return on his money. 68%. So like I was making him money consistently doing this, and he goes, well, what do you just like look at the teams and you go like, well, this is the truth. All I did was I was like, okay, I look at the mascots, and if one mascot would beat and slash or kill the other mascot, I picked the one that would beat and slash or kill the other mascot. For example, this is a no-brainer. If you got a dolphin and say a patriot, the dolphin's in trouble.
Right.
Dolphin's going down. The patriot has a gun, and it's a dolphin, for crying out loud. Try another one. I don't know. What is a raider versus like a bear? The bear is going down.
Right. Right.
It's that simple. So he got all bent out of shape when I told him the truth. I just was picking the mascot that would win.
Right. Right. Okay. Mary Hepburn is taunting me, I think.
Okay.
She says, I have a nice old antique cast iron waffle iron with a base. Would you guys want it? Yes, please.
Just name your price.
Name your price.
Name your price.
Yes, please. I love waffles, and our waffle iron stinks.
Oh, so Falcon versus a Patriot, the Patriot's winning.
Yeah.
Unless he's got some stuff in his eyes and he can't aim right.
But the falcons are a protected species.
Yeah, but this was before those laws were written. They were patriots long before. All right, guys, time to do the game. Then what in the heck could I possibly do with this item? The goal of the game is to expand your thinking and look at different items in multiple ways. You cannot name the use that it's intended for. So if I said, what's the other thing I can do with this? You're not going to say write it down. Writing.
This is not part of the game.
Okay. All right, the first item is as follows. We got to move. Antacid. What you notice our high quality brand that we choose?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get Tums.
You know what? It works the same. It's the same ingredients.
What is the other crazy cool thing you can do with antacid tablets? And you do get points for creativity, guys.
Yeah.
You get points for creativity. What do we got? They're typing furiously. I can feel it. Who knew Christa was politically correct? Calcium supplement. Absolutely. Blossom and Rot is another excellent one.
Used for
garden from tomatoes. Yep. A cleaner. Get rid of seagulls. That's horrible. Seagulls can't burp.
Shotgun ammunition. Clean flower vases.
Right on a chalkboard. Chalkboard.
Yeah. Awesome. Clean a toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Save buttons in the plastic. Oh, yeah. In the jar.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Chases cancer sores away.
Canker sores.
Sores. Homemade wine.
Clean dentures. How would you do that?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Let's try it.
You don't have dentures.
Not yet. Yeah. All right, we got to keep moving, guys, because we don't want to cut into Tommy's time. The next item, and I want to see some creativity, guys. That was a rattle. That's the best ones in terms of a maraca.
There you go. Slingshot ammo.
There you go. Skeet for a midget. Now we're talking.
Right. We missed it. Apparently, Mary needs her address. Isn't it in the description box?
It is.
It's in the description box below the video, which you can see.
Okay, next one, guys, is an old cell phone. Remember these ones?
Really old cell phone.
Remember these?
Yeah.
What is the other use for an old cell phone that doesn't really work anymore?
Yeah. What?
What did you say?
Paperweight.
Paperweight. That came from the other side of the...
Mumbles over there.
Yeah. IED trigger. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not... Yeah. Use it for hammer. There you go.
Yeah.
Doorstop.
Might only work
Paperweight.
once. Take the silver out of it.
Yeah, there are silver in those. Extract the gold from it. MP3 player, copper. Alarm clock.
Charge the battery.
That toy for children. That's what we do.
That's what we use it for.
That's what we use it for. Level off a table leg. That's awesome.
Electronic components to build something else. Yes.
Sell on eBay. Have you guys seen the kiosks now that you can go and sell your tech at?
Yeah, what are those?
They have one at Kroger where you can bring your old phone in, put it in there, and it goes through a bunch of processes, and it tells you, hey, I'll give you $5 for it.
Right.
I'll give you $10 for it.
A coffin for a mouse.
There you go.
They still call 911. Well, if we could charge it, that would work, but we don't have the charger for it anymore.
All right. Lastly, but not leastly, but at least for this evening, we have one more item, and I do expect some serious creativity out of this one.
Right.
Serious, and that is
an old shower, or
a brand new shower curtain.
Dollar store shower curtain.
Dollar store shower curtain. So you guys, the prepping community, should be able to figure out a bunch with this one. What are we going to do with the shower curtain? That's funny. The empty hammock, the phone. Use it as bait for a teenager trap. Rain catchment. I knew you were going there right away,
I was
Palmetto.
thinking that too.
Rain catchment. Cape. That one's fun. Shelter, emergency shelter, greenhouse, body cover, rain poncho, drop cloth. A lot of good stuff.
Distress signal.
Yeah.
Ground cloth. Mattress protector.
Okay. A poncho. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
That's if you do home births.
Solar still. Yeah, and that was only $1.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. Drop cloth.
Hypothermia.
Mattress protector.
Chicken tractor roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do it for that. I would double it up just because these are really.
Sail for a sailboat. That works.
Yep.
Slip and slide. Now we're talking.
Oh yeah.
Just throw a little bit of soap on there. Go to town.
Yes. You know, we use these for when the kids like to paint. I put it down over the table, and it's easy. I can just take it outside and hose it off, and because they make a humongous mess when they paint.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
All righty, kids. Here it is. In just a few minutes, we are going to go on over to the Off-Grid Nation channel. Tommy's got a show planned that will bless you and entertain you and maybe even mock you. What?
Do you want to say anything?
No?
Okay.
We're good to go.
Okay.
So anyway, we're going to say, we are a family who does believe in God, and we try to live our lives in a way that would be a reflection of the grace and mercy and love that's been shown to us. And so we do take this time to say a quick prayer. So if that's not your thing, we try not to push anything on anybody. So if that bugs you, then we wish you well and hope to see you next week. But we're going to go ahead and pray it up real fast. And so if you want to pray with us, please do. So Father God, we come before you today, and we are just so, so grateful for this community that you've built. I thank you for the way that you've protected this community. Lord, I ask that you would bless each and every one of these folks that are here tonight, and that they could take the next day, next week, next month, and become more of a reflection of your grace and your love and your mercy. With every breath, we have a new opportunity, and we thank you and praise you. We love you, Lord. Amen.
Amen.
All righty, kids. It is that bat time. It is that bat channel. You guys, see ya.
Have a great evening.
Go see Tommy. Bye. Oops. Lost it again. Bam.